calling me royalty. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty.
Howdy, howdy. Hello, hello. What's up? How are you doing? Good morning. Is it morning? Could it be morning? Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. How you doing? I hope you're doing good. Karibu sana to this video. Karibu sana to this reaction video. Welcome. You know, karibu sana is a Swahili meaning welcome. All right. Welcome to today's reaction video. My name is JT, and this right here is JT Podcast. We are at episode 103 of season 2. We're moving on nice. So there's a lot that we've been talking about in this week of the last couple of days, you know. There's a lot that has happened or are still happening in this interesting village of Begohanse, Nyabohanse. And so we can't really stop talking about them because, of course, they keep bringing drama, and we can't really assume. We can't really say, that is, you know, every day in a drama. And of course, as a reactor, I have to come and, you know, talk about it because it is interesting to see what is happening. But, you know, some other things are really deep. And as much as we know, we make just reaction and talk about it and let it go. Some matters are really deep, like so deep. For example, this one that we're talking about here today, it's huge. You know, it's really deep. It's things that involves domestic wrangles. I don't know, say the other thing, domestic wrangles. You know, family scatter, stuff like that. There are things that if you're not careful, it's a seed that you may plant, and it may come hunting you. It may be there for years, and sometimes it even go to a next generation. You know, it goes to the next generation, and now that becomes a family of, you know, violence, like family of, you know, that's how they do. So when I look at this, and according to how I've been seeing, you know, series of events happening in Nyabohanse, bro, there are a lot of things that they don't sit right with me. Yeah, and now here comes a thing that happened recently. Senso, I'm talking about Maro and his driver, Gitiriba. They had a problem, and you know, the car went, whatever they did there, and Gitiriba is, you know, fired according to Maro, even if he's not on payroll, fired. Now, yesterday when I was making my reaction yesterday, I asked a very interesting question. I don't know if you understood, if you saw that on my title. Sorry. Yesterday, I asked a very interesting question on my title yesterday. Asked, is Rosio okay? You know, I knew what was happening. I knew what was going on, you know, low-key, down low-key. I asked in my yesterday's reaction video, and on my title, you can go read, I written, is Rosio okay? Because obviously, as you can see, like when you saw whatever you can see on camera, like if Maro decided, or anyone else, if they decide to put something crazy like that on camera, so ask yourself a very simple question. What is happening behind closed doors when those cameras are off? What could be happening? You see? That's a question that you should ask yourself, because, okay, if someone can decide to put something crazy like that on camera, very embarrassing, very humiliating, very crazy, but they put that on camera. You can ask yourself, what about what they don't show on camera? When those cameras are go off, when the doors are shut, you know, the sun is going down, and those gates are closed, the doors are closed, what could be happening? At this point, I really want to buy that narrative I've been hearing from the village, that this guy is extremely violent, extremely cruel. And according to Kohara, this guy has inherited this violence from Condat. I don't know if it's because of Condat or if because of something that he can, I think character, you can have very crazy parents, but you develop your own character. I really think that this guy has his own character, and that's what we're seeing here. So there's no point of justifying that, oh, this is because of Condad. No, this Maro is an individual. If he's decided to go viral like, viral like mad like that, then I guess he has the option to either be a good man or the bad man. But if he chose to be that person, then I don't think it has anything to do with Condad. I really think it has everything to do with his own choices. So, as we're speaking now, the driver is fired, and I see another guy here washing the car. And from his video, he showed the car. I don't see those big dents. I don't see those huge issues that someone can be fired or maybe be humiliated like that. I didn't see a lot of problem in that car, but it's here on my screen. I'll be putting on your screen in a second. So while Gitiriba is being brutalized or something like that, now ask yourself, what is happening with Rosio? That's a question I asked you yesterday. And because now this is here right now, let's talk about it. Okay? Karibu sana. I can see you all in the house. I may really like to recognize each and every one of you. I may take a second. If I don't really mention your name, just don't feel bad. Okay, I see you. Meg, I see Daisy, I see Vamila on trending is here. Liakin, BL, my channel member. Junaid, just my channel member. Dr. Cheryl Kotl, Rodani, I appreciate, man. I woke up to your message, and you know what? I'm really grateful. You know what I mean? Like, seriously, I'm grateful. Thank you, Rodani. Lois, I see you. Who else? I see Shay, I see you. Stag, Linda, Nicole, Marine, I see you. Corinne, Vimuelo, I see you. Nubi comment. Miss Optimistic in the house. Felista, Mweni, I see you. Karibu. Elvis, I see you. Who have I not said hello to? June, I see you. And Tina Robbie teacher in the house. Thank you for joining, my guy. Appreciate it. Lois, Green Moon in the house. Elvis, oh, I said hello to you. Gardner, I see you, Gardner. Kozimaxi, BSN, RN, I see you. Unbeatable Shark Waters in the house. Real name. Okay. Real bad guy. Celestine, I see you. Ivory, how are you? I see you in the house. Thank you so much. Who else have I not highlighted the comment? Fadumo, Abdi, I see you. Nobi comment. Juni, accept. I see you, Juni. Appreciate you being here. Ricardo, of course, I see you. The passenger finder. Mary Mo. Lisalo. Lisalo. Okay, I don't know how to read that name, but I appreciate you being here big time, and I appreciate your support too. Thank you so much. Okay, I really don't want to take a lot of time in this one. Yeah, let's go on. Did you got too much hate in your heart, brother? Nah, I ain't got no hate, bro. I know you know that. It's just like how you have to say what you have to say. I got no hate, no nothing. No feelings, no nothing about nobody in these streets. All I do is I come, react, and go sleep. And after I turn off this camera, I don't think about nothing in these streets. But I'm a little bit concerned about Rosio at this point now, right now. All right. So let's get on it. Like quick fast. Minus slow. Quick fast. Minus slow. All right. Here's the thing. Oh, right there. As you can see, there is a Bushman Dude holding Mitoto. Okay? Bushman Dude holding Mitoto, and you can see Gabi Verse over there and Roro. And from the sources, okay, from the sources, it said that Rosio is not in the camp. He's not in the swamp anymore. He's not in the villa. Talking about that. And as we're talking about this, today was supposed to be a big day, big day. The party, international visitors were supposed to come to the villa. I guess they did. And I'm sure that Maro wanted to, prepare everything and appear to be, that king. And I'm sure this one really caught him. Can I say caught him what, like pants down? I can say that, because for him it's really a tear. It's really a dent, a bad paint in his image and his brand. A guy he is, the big guy he think he is, and now he need visitors to come, international visitors, and now if they come there, they need to find him in good shape, in good position, and commanding people here and there, all that. So while these visitors are supposed to come, and Rosio decided to leave, then I guess there's a lot of trouble over there. Okay, so while these visitors now are coming, Mr. Hosea, who is now, I guess, I don't know if he has replaced Gotiriba. I see a new boy in the house, a new boy in the swamp. Hi, Onala, I see you. Thank you for joining. So I see a new boy in the house, or in the bila, in the swamp, who is kind of now replacing Gotiriba. Is he? And he's doing a lot, cleaning the car, because when visitors come, they don't want to see a mess. This car was involved in whatever Maro called like a negligence accident, not an accident, like an intentional thing. So the guy was called here. I don't know if he was called or maybe whatever. He's here to clean the car. And from what I was looking at it, I didn't see those dents. I didn't see a very big mess that actually made Marwa to go wild on Gitriba like that. But anyway, he did what he did. So a new guy appears, and he's now cleaning this car, and they were cleaning the compound. Actually, before cleaning the car, he was here. They were here cleaning the whole compound. You can see he was here cleaning the whole compound, making sure it's okay, make sure it's fine and it's so clean before international visitors arrive. So you can see him running kitty cat up and down, cleaning and doing all that and all that. It's something I've been seeing. So this guy kind of maybe is here to replace Gutiriba. So as we're waiting for international visitors to arrive, a lot of things were happening there, like preparation, big time. But deep down, there is a bigger problem. There is a real bigger problem inside there, because the queen of the house, the queen of the pillar, has left. And not just leaving, she ran for her safety, because I can't really debate the point where someone can argue that Maro can be violent, or maybe can decide to do something crazy to Rosio. I've seen on video, I've seen what they did to Moge, so there's no doubt. I can't really doubt. If you tell me that he did that, I can believe you. It's easy for me to believe if you tell me that Maro can have the guts to, go physical on Rosio. I can really believe you, because I've seen that on videos. Well, if you really think that this guy cannot do something like that, then I don't know what to tell you. So as I'm talking, I don't know what happened. I hope we're still live, because I think I froze for a second. I think I froze for a second, but let's go on. All right, so let's start from here. Before we get into the bill, let's start from the compound and go inside and see what really happened. So the people are all here. It was very early in the morning. Mr. Hosea is here to clean the car that Maro said Gitriba spoiled. So Hosea is here to do that, to clean the mess, clean the car, and he's working on it. And from what you can look from that point, do you really see a bigger problem that could lead to what Maro did, or how Maro reacted? Let me say reacted. How Maro reacted to Gitiriba and to Rosio, because of course they were together. And from his own statement, he said, him and my wife, I had given an order not to drive here, but now Gitiriba and my wife, I don't know what they wanted to go and do, so they decided to leave without my knowledge. And that is something that really got getting Maro mad so mad. Like, what did why they want to go and do? So he's Hosea. I guess now this is the guy who will replace Gitiriba. I don't know if this guy has a driving license or driver's license, but he was here to do the work. Make sure that the car is clean. You can see that he cleaned everything, went back there. You know, I'm not gonna like play the whole of video just to show you. All right, he's doing the job. Should I tell this guy the same thing that I could tell Gitiriba that, boy, you ain't special, okay? You're not special. If Maro can do that to Gitiriba, then you are nothing. Gitiriba has been here sacrificing. You appear here when it's necessary, but Gitiriba has been here offering that whole labor. But anyway, Jose, you just do what you have to do. Now, how you goes, Hosea? All this is for free. I suppose it's for free because who could pay you? Maro allowed you to come and film a video, and of course it went viral. Let me say viral according to him because his channel is not performing. So when you see another man in Swahili we say ukiona mwenzako ananyolewa chako kitie maji. I mean, when you see your neighbor or your next person being shaved, okay, just put some water on your head because you're next to be shaved. So this guy think that Gitiriba is the messy, Gitiriba is the bad guy, so he can come and do the good job here. Or Gitiriba messed. Probably Gitiriba was sneaking. Gitiriba was having his hand in the cookie jar. Maybe Gitiriba was doing some crazy things that now are unforgivable by Maro. So this guy thinks that he can come and do some good job, and now Maro really think that he deserves it. No, bro. You do it, but just you remember, just like Maro treated Gitiriba, he won't hesitate to do it to you. You are nothing compared to Gitiriba. But anyway, I really thought that from all that nonsense, it's not about this car, seriously, because when you can look at this car, when you look at this whole car, it's not that deep. It's not that bad damaged, okay? And how Maro reacted, according to the sources, Roro Mama had to leave, okay? Roro Mama had to leave because, of course, I've been hearing that this guy is violent. I've been hearing stories until I saw a video. And I promised you that I'll be playing that video every time. I'll be playing that today too. Just for those who will really say, oh, no, Maro cannot do such a thing. No, Maro cannot do such a thing. Recently, I've been seeing Rosio visiting neighbors. It's not her thing. Rosio have never been buying an idea of associating herself with villagers. I'm talking about this parasite. The last time I saw her visiting Sagati Priska. The other time I saw her visiting Bushman Dude. The other time I'm seeing her now making friends in the village. Why? Because these are the people who will have her back if anything goes down. If everything goes down, these are the people who will come for her rescue. And then, of course, according to the sources, when everything went down like that, she was like, no, I'm not going to sleep in that house tonight. You saw a video. Maro was so mad. I played that video. I will be playing some of those clips today. And you get to hear that kind of anger. So you can't tell me that he'll be so much angry at Gitiriba, who took orders from Rosio, and now go back in the house and still laugh to Rosio. That, hey, Rosio mama, you have no problem. You have no mistake, okay? You have no mistake. Gitiriba is the only bad guy here. There's no way. As you all know, Gitiriba took orders. He took orders from Rosio. And Rosio is equally the boss to Gitiriba. So if she gave an order and say, take the car, take me wherever I want to go, definitely Githiriba had to do that. You know, if Rosio gave an order to Githiriba, take the car, drive me somewhere, it's not the first time I'm seeing them driving. So if Maro had given an order and say, don't drive because this road is bad, is messy, it's not an excuse. Accidents happen. But now, how Maro acted or reacted on Githiriba can really tell you, or you can now imagine how or to what extent he maybe acted or reacted to Rosio in the house. Maybe that one made Rosio to not do what? Find refuge or find peace, find safety. I'm sure Rosio watches reactors. Well, that's one thing I know for sure. Rosio watches reactors. And she's been seeing these videos circulating, how Maro and his Gunmo and others were attacking people like Mogesi. So if she saw that, if she's going to sit down and wait for something to happen to her, in the last couple of days, Rosio have been going through in that village. Conmam came here, she was going wild on her and telling her, hey, Rosio, you're not a good mother. And now waiting for Maro to come and do what? No, she had to leave. So those good neighbors, they rescued her, they saved her, and I think it's good. They've been efforts to bring her back to the villa. They've been effort to bring her back since she left, and I've been hearing that she was holding to that firm decision, or maybe she was saying no, I don't want to come back. I don't want to come back. But now, for how long is she gonna be there? For how long is she gonna stay in these neighbors? Maybe the only thing she can do is to book a flight, go back to Argentina. Just go back home. Because next time now, what I see is Maro and his goon, they may come now attacking even the neighbors who gave her what? The accommodation. I don't think it's safe anymore. It's not safe. When it reaches a point now, you guys disagree to a point that you cannot sleep in the same house. You have to run, go hide somewhere until everything calms down. Then it will reach a point where now it's not like that. You won't have time to run. The guy might come and close the gates, close the door, and now go really hard on you. It will be too late to run. I'm really against. I don't know. I will never ever support anything violent. I will never. Anything violence, I'm against it 100%. Now this thing this thing of domestic violence, that is, for me, that is a really big turnoff. That's why the other time I was so concerned about Robbie girl, because she was here complaining about an internal fight that she has with the parent. Her own father is a problem in the same home. So there is nothing as bad as living with someone in the home that you guys constantly have disagreements to a point where this person now threatens your life, your safety. You have to learn. You have to leave. You have to run. And if that is what actually Rosio went through, to leave, to run, then yeah, she has all the reasons. But what is going to happen? For the neighbors who saved her, are they going to be nice? Are they going to be like okay with the guy? Is the guy not going to attack them or something? Because if he can do that on camera, what about off camera? But Maro fails to understand some really basic things here. The problem started with him, and it's still him. Okay, the problem is him. He's still him. But blaming everyone and everything. Anyway, let me bring this here to your attention. Guys, thank you for joining. Please like the video. Okay? Like the video as we getting started, right? Please smash the like button as we getting started. Thank you. Like the video.
Roto tanks.
moment. Like the video as we're getting started. Kindly, let me say, donate your likes. Donate your likes. All right. Yeah, please donate your likes. I'm trying to put something on your camera. Yes, we're good. Okay. So now, from what happened, all right, from what happened, because this is all about this part. It all started here, or maybe let me say this is the root cause of everything. The root cause of everything that happened here, you know. This particular scenario, this one. How Maro reacted here. And remember, this is just actually like a 1 minute or 2 minutes. Just 2 minutes of the video of our 1 hour, 24 minutes video. Just the last minutes that he decided to put on camera. What about these other things that he said or he did, how he acted behind the camera? He can tell you a lot, you know. So, again, I'm going to, play it again, because some people maybe they didn't watch the other reaction and maybe they didn't know what actually happened. Someone will be asking, why will Rosio run? What is that big that can make her run? And was Maro that furious? Was Maro that mad? Yes, he was. Like, big time, he was. Anyway, I'll be playing this.
Today, I'm surprised with the bad roads. The people brought the Land Cruiser here.
Yeah. All about Gitiriba and Rosio. That is where the whole drama started. Gitiriba brought the Land Cruiser here. I'm just trying to explain maybe for someone who didn't know what happened. Gitiriba brought the Land Cruiser out with the bad road, and you know what the Land Cruiser did? It turned to be a caterpillar. You see, it broke the whole fence down, and they got some scratches or dents, let me call them scratches, according to Maro. So from there, Maro went wild. All he said about Gitiriba and Rosio, some wild accusations there. I don't know if some people didn't really take serious some of the things that Maro said. But if you really listen keenly to everything, each word by word that Maro said during this part where he was reacting to that thing of Gitiriba, that incident, that scenario, that can tell you a lot. That was the moment now everything started going south. And from what I'm hearing, the very night, it was fire in the villa. It was wild. And now she couldn't sit down and wait and say, hey, this is going to go away. No, it couldn't go away. There's no way it can go away. This guy was already mad. He was crazy. And from what I've seen in the videos, maybe in that Mogesi's video, that I'll keep playing every day, is there's nothing that I can believe that this guy cannot do. If he can do something like that on broad daylight, then, Anyway, for those who didn't watch, this is where the whole mess started.
It has scratched itself. Can you see?
See? And while Maro was making this video, Gitiriba was still in the car, maybe even Rosio too. Gitiriba was still in the car. Maybe Rosio had run or whatever. I don't know if they were still both in there. I can't see Rosio, but Gitiriba was still in the car.
All these are scratches. Look, a very new car. All these are scratches.
Whatever. All those were scratches. The man was not happy, and he said he just wanted to do away with Gitiriba. The question that I ask is, what about Rosio? Because, yeah, she was the one who gave Gitiriba the orders. And I really consider Rosio to be a boss to Gitiriba, just like Maro he is. I don't really think that if Rosio want to go or maybe want to give Gitiriba an order, then Gitiriba has to ask Maro, is that correct? Maro, your wife, now for that case, your wife is telling me to do ABC. Should I do it? Should I not? I don't think that is how it happens. If you're employed in someone's home, like you're an employee, maybe like a house help or a gate man or something, someone's wife, your boss's wife is equally your boss, you know. So when Maro say that Rosio and Gitiriba took the car, they went to do their own things without his permission. I don't know what Maro wanted. He wanted when Gitiriba get the orders from Rosio to come and still now ask him, Maro, is that so? You know, is that so? Should I do what Rosio is telling me, or should I wait for you to approve? I'm sure if the car didn't have that problem, then Maro will never have a problem with it. So for Maro to come and now cry and say, oh, I had said no, and I don't know why Gitiriba and my wife, or him and my wife, I don't know why they took the car, and I don't know what they wanted to go and do. That is a wild accusation. And even if they had a problem, even if they made a mistake, that was crazy to say, you know, the world is watching Maro. Sometimes I know people say, oh, Maro is an open book. I mean, see, Maro is an open book, right? Yeah, no, he is an open book, but can't he really measure his words? What do you say about your wife in public? Seriously, you power on a camera and you seriously, openly accuse him of some wild type of shit that he and your driver can do. Because I couldn't make my own things. I just, even those short clips that I was making, I listened to what he said, and from what you can interpret from a plain ground, what you can interpret is he's insinuating, or he is kind of signaling that these two, they had hidden agendas that they wanted to go and do, you know. And so it's not about the car. It's not all about the car, because the anger that Maro is coming out and how he acted there is not all about the car. So if you can come on camera and you know, give a wild accusation like that, so you expect the same wife to sit down in the house waiting for you to come? You know, I don't know. I had told them not to do that, but now him and my wife, I don't know what they wanted to go and do. So you expect that she will come, you know, sit in the house calmly waiting for you to come, and now you will come and talk to her, you know, in a good temper and say, my wife, you have no problem. The problem is Gitiriba. Remember, Rosio is the one who gave the orders. So if Maro have someone that he need to deal with ruthlessly, was Rosio. But maybe that was preserved for off-camera things. I really understand. If she decided to run, that is it. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, anyone else who, a lot of people don't like this violence, you know. You can do that, and there are people who can, you know, take that, or maybe they can dwell in it and say, oh, this guy, you know. For example, if you have an abusive father that comes home drunk and, you know, abuse your mama. I'm talking about now this act like beat you literally, chase you out, do horrible things. If someone like that you lived with, if you ever seen someone like that, or maybe not even live, you don't have to experience that in real life. If you ever seen something like that, even on camera or a story, now you at least have an idea what it takes. You don't leave, you don't go in the house, and now you know that person is now to that madness. You don't sit down and wait. And you hear that man is coming, he's drunk and he's gonna possibly beat me. What you do is you help, you escape. And that is exactly what I'm hearing that Rosio did when she saw all that happening. You can't tell me that Rosio has never watched this video clip that I've been playing here every day, and which I'm gonna play even now. This video clip I'm going to play, because I said I will be playing this video clip. You can't tell me that Rosio hasn't watched it. There's no way that Rosio has not watched this clip. Possibly she has. And if she has watched this clip, she knows that this guy is violent. This guy is bad. And now maybe she's been with this guy for a long time. She knows. So she couldn't wait. I'll be playing this video every day. Maro, until the whole world know that, hey, you're not a good person.
Bro, this is what we call stupidity. Bro, Peter in a good manners, bro. Respect villagers. Respect villagers. Hakuna. Kuna baadhi ya vitu zenye inafaa. Angalia. This nonsense. Guys, this is nonsense. Ona. This is nonsense. This is nonsense. Stupidity. Hakuna. Hakuna.
Unachona anaongea ujinga. Anaongea ujinga.
Hakuna. Pita pole pole bro. Pita pole pole.
I will play this video.
Pita pole pole. Gonga hii.
Me, I will keep playing this video.
Gonga hii. Hapa kuna njia government. There is no hakuna njia government hapa.
Hii barabara. Wewe. Hata kufunga hata wewe.
That is what we call law. Kuna kitu inaitwa sheria.
Wacha kutoka India. 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 Hata bado na muratori.
Jina fai pita.
Hata bado na muratori. Hata bado na muratori. Wote bili.
Urante vya nuka mbohuni.
Mimi mzee na kuheshimu.
Kuna njia pita hapa.
Mzee na kuheshimu.
Kuna njia pita hapa.
Kuongelesha. Mzee na kuongelesha.
Tevi Maro akemwe. Kuna njia inapita hapa. Hata wewe unajua mimi sijaongea vibaya.
Hata bado na muratori.
Kuna njia inapita hapa.
Uone huko heta. Uone huko heta. Huko heta wewe. Hayo huko heta.
Pesa si
okay.
Uone huko heta.
Angalia kama zile nini zimekanyaga vizuri.
Unapita wapi?
Angalia kama zile nini. Zile those are vegas.
Hii kamera haiendi popote pale.
Pesa.
Na ulikuwa mbaya mbaya.
Pesa.
Foto na raha.
Pesa.
Foto na raha.
Maro.
Achana mruna. Shikaje mu.
Mungu moja yeni popote. Mungu moja mlisi.
Hata mkitango triento. Hata mkitango triento. Tango triento.
That is enough for today. That is enough for today. So, I said I will be playing that video every day. Okay? I say I'll be playing that video just in case someone really thinks, no, there's no way this guy cannot do something crazy like that. So now you understand. Maybe, let me say, Maro may have control, maybe may not really think about doing something crazy like that, maybe to Rosio. I'm not saying that I know that he went physical on Rosio. I have no evidence of him doing that. But maybe for an idea of something like that happening to her, she could have now said, no, I'm not going to sit and wait. This guy, I've seen him doing things like this. Now let me know. Do what? Run for my safety. You see? Yeah, if she sees this, because I know she watches the streets, she knows what is happening. It's not like the other day that she could sit down and just read the comment from the likes of Judy Moyo and Janet Harris and say, yeah, whatever they're telling her is everything. Right now, I know she's been watching this. She's been making friends. She's been visiting neighbors like Priska Sagati, like the Bushman and Gabi Vaz. She's been visiting these people. And now, after the switch of, because, when someone, you have to understand this. When, for example, Rosio pays a visit to Gabi Vaz and Bushman in their home, they record a video like a 40 minutes or 1 hour video. And no, maybe she goes there and spend like a whole day or maybe 4 hours or 3 hours making stories, doing this, eating. So all that time when the camera is off, don't you think that these people really give they give her the real picture of who she's dealing with, of what the real village is, what these people do, what this family do? I'm sure she know, okay? And I know maybe not just this. She has met a lot of people. Maybe when these other people come to the villa, or maybe when she interacts with these other people in the village, behind a camera, not behind camera, when the cameras are off, there are a lot of things maybe they talk about. They tell her, hey, this is how it is. And maybe she asks, Is it true what I'm hearing about this and that and that? Yes. Is it true this and that and that? Yes. And me, I have some, for example, this. Let me play this. Not play, like show you something that I saw of interest. For example, 1 minute. Guys, like the video? Okay, please like the video for me. Like the video for me. For example, on this day, there was a party, okay? There was a party in Maro's swamp, in Maro's villa. And students had come, let me say, visitors, international visitors. Just like today, we are supposed to have, the villa was expecting international visitors. And so Maro expected Rosio to be there, act normally, like nothing bad happened, do everything, and be here serving. Just like the other day, Rosio was serving visitors. And Madam Parasite, not the Madam Parasite, Madam Percy was there giving a speech. You can only imagine. Don't you sit down and think that maybe this kind of rumors that people are saying here, this kind of stories that they make, like how Madam P has an access to that bill, or maybe Maro has his eye on Madam P. Maybe that Rosio doesn't know about that. She do. She knows. For example, on this day, Rosio was not happy, and she decided even to wear shagala bagala. She dressed shagala bagala because she was not happy. Maro was forcing her to serve, come and serve what other ladies are enjoying over there. She wasn't happy. So, you know that today we were supposed to have another international visitors in the villa. And she said, nah, I'm not going to wait and do that. I'm leaving. Not me again, carrying ugali. Not me again carrying ugali for your visitors and acting like everything is okay. But you come and introduce me to your visitors as a YouTuber from Argentina. A YouTuber from Argentina. And what do you do to me? No. So for her, this time around, she said, no. You and your international visitors, you know what you'll do. But I wouldn't be surprised that maybe Maro and his conman, because I heard that conman went to go and conman went to negotiate with the neighbors. You can't go there and say, no, I'm commanding you to go back. No. There's no way you can go and say, I'm commanding you not to come back to the villa. No. You are wild. You are being harsh, too harsh, not even harsh, too harsh. And the accusation that you are bringing out on that day, they were wild. Even anyone else was not cool with that, not even me. So if Maro is expecting Rosio to come back and act like everything is okay, serve international visitors and sell that public image that we are good, nothing is wrong here. No. She couldn't do that. So if Rosio is still in the village, then he's still with the neighbors who rescued her, or maybe who gave her accommodation when this stuff were going down like that. Then I guess the next thing she need to do is maybe catch a flight, go back. You can sit down and wait for something crazy to happen so that you know or you learn that, hey, it's crazy. You just know that this guy is violent, this guy is bad, and he's launching a lot of crazy accusations for you and your driver. So you don't sit down and wait. So what are you trying to say here, Miss? In the next 1 hour, a lot is going to share this video. Whatever, Hamis. I see you have a very beautiful wife. By the way, let me ask you, Hamis, can you do something like that Maro is doing there for that wife of yours that I see on your camera there? I see you have a very beautiful wife. Can you go to that extent? Or maybe launching this kind of crazy accusation that Maro was launching here to his driver and the wife? Can you say that? Maybe on camera. Assume now that maybe you can say behind camera, or maybe behind closed doors. Can you do something like that on camera? Can you say stuff like that on camera? Do you know how humiliating? Do you know how disgusting and embarrassing such things? I mean, does Maro even think before he says things from his mouth? Anyway, Hamis, you guys, I know you don't have balls to tell Maro that he's wrong. You don't. Mm-mm. You ain't got no ball to tell Maro when that he can do the most stupidest thing in the planet and put that on camera. And all you guys are gonna do, they're gonna go to his channel and say, hey, hey, you know, Maro is a commando. Nairobi teacher is telling Hamisi to be ready on my next live stream. You see, NT, I don't know if these people don't know what Kenyans are made of. But Wambie, NT, tell these people, man. Tell them that especially us, the Kenyans, man, it's really hard for you to intimidate us. I mean, it's really hard. You can do everything, but you cannot intimidate us. Or, you know, threaten us and assist. Bro, you bring all the threats on the earth. But truth should be told. A wrong thing should be condemned. We should go. I mean, I will always be here reacting on any nonsensical thing they put on camera. The thing is, they do this kind of stupid stuff on camera. Okay? And now they put the videos over there. They're subject to reactions. We can talk about them. So there's nothing to really intimidate us. You know, if Maro can do something crazy like that, and you guys, you have his channel over there. He premiere a video, and in the chat section, everyone is like, yeah, go. Yeah. Commando. You're the man. You're the man. Nobody has the boss there, Maro. No. Hey, bro. No, not like that. Even though I can see a few people in the chats that are telling Maro, no, Maro, hey, you can say something like that for your driver. You can really make such wild accusations like that for your wife. Not your wife, no. But I guess, maybe I suppose, those that percentage of people who have the guts to tell Maro things like that, they're not 100% his gang, no. They're independent people, independent thinkers, people who can come to my chat, they can come to Nairobi Teacher chat, go to any other reactors chat, type there, they go to whichever channel that allow them to type there. That is what they can do. But the diehards, the so-called supporters, the so-called team Maro, they cannot tell him nothing. They cannot even advise him. They sit down and hear Maro saying, these are the fake friends here. They see me doing the road here. All they do is record video. As if Maro is like he talking to his slaves, like they're sitting down and waiting for him to cough a command. No. These are the men, grown men who has their own problem, who has their own plans. I mean, someone has a wife, has children, or maybe a child, has a home, has things he's running, and you expect him to be there at your service anytime you require, or you need, bro. Some things really even make me angry and mad. Like, seriously. I've been seeing how Githriba been working for Maro like that, and sometimes I feel like he's doing too much. But Maro throw all that under the bus, into the dustbin, because of a minor things like this. Now he's saying what? Don't ask me nothing when you see me not operating with him. And what he said about the wife and the Githriba, wild. You can't say that. What are you suggesting? Are you suggesting that your wife and your driver were having good time behind your back?
Just brought the car here. It has scratched itself this side, on the other side. I don't want to deal with him anymore. I'm just tired.
I've talked about this clip for several times. Maro say he doesn't want to deal with Githriba. He's tired. Tired of what? Tired of what? How many times has Githriba done that to you? So now, because you're tired of Githriba, here comes someone. Hosea. No, you're not tired of Hosea now. Hosea is the new guy, new good I don't know how even to say, a good slave that can do everything that you want with 0 questions asked. And if you decided to humiliate him, he won't say nothing. So he's here with a very good title, fixing the 4x4 tourist Land Cruiser and tagging Ayamara. At least he made 10K views, you know? At least he made some 10K views. You are smart, Jose. So this is the guy who is now replacing Gitiriba or what? Because now this guy has no guts to talk to Madam Parasite. Why you guys sorry for Hosea? Because he's a willing slave. You shouldn't be. You shouldn't be. I feel sorry. Hey, why you are sorry for him? She says again, did you find out from Maro what our Rosio was doing with the river? No, I didn't. Even if I did, I cannot tell him. All I can do is shut my mouth and just go like that. I can say that. All right. Hosea came to clear the mess. How do you come to clear the mess when your fellow, your brother, like your friend, has been brutally, like, how can I even say that? Such kind of humiliation that Gitiriba went through. So this Hosea finds pleasure to come now and clear Gitiriba's mess, right? And you know he's doing that for free because he was allowed to film a video. So do you think that if Hosea messes something here small, do you think that Maro will spare him? No, he won't. Okay? He will not. Okay. You guys, yeah, some of your comments are really bad, really bad. Prayer. Also, I think Maro has a lot to do with the serious violence towards others only by his command. We have seen it, acknowledge it, and also hacking of YouTubers' videos as well. No doubt. You see, to an extent that Rosio now have to run for her safety. I think now, it has reached a point where she can't take it no more. Maybe for the fear. Let me assume that Maro have never done something crazy to her personally. Let me just assume that, but how she saw him reacting when the cow had a problem, then that told her like, hey, that told her that if Maro values a car like that, maybe he didn't even come. Did you hear him coming and telling us or giving us an update that, hey, guys, this is a very sad day. My car had an accident, or my Land Cruiser had an accident, or something happened, or Gitiriba messed up. But I thank God that Gitiriba and my wife survived. Okay? If such a thing came from his mouth and say, hey, yo guys, Gitiriba has really messed up and I'm so angry with him, but at least I thank God that he is safe. My wife is safe too because they were together. Even though I don't know where they were going and what they wanted to go and do. But at least they are safe. Now that they are safe, I'm going to deal with my wife later. But now for Gitiriba, I think now he will need to incur some cost or something like that. Politely. But what this guy did, he went really mad. At that moment, Rosio ran. I'm sure while Maro was making these crazy moves here and yelling and quarreling, Rosio was packing. And she dashed out. Some good neighbors now are giving her accommodation over there, and at least she's finding peace. I think, Rosio, sometimes this is not the perfect moment for me to, it's not the perfect moment for me to go hard on Rosio and tell her maybe she's paying the price of her own decisions. But you know what? I really think that this kind of villa, this kind of life is what actually attracted Rosio to this villa. Otherwise, she couldn't be here. That idea that she's going to be that super rich woman, living the villa, and having that public image and flexing on Instagram, waking up, having a good view, houses down there, pigeons and peacock, whatever, rats and mice are running. That idea of a super rich woman, with a famous YouTubers and stuff like that. That is the idea that I think attracted Rosio to this. But now, the reality that she has to face or go through in this place is now, I mean, I think now we have this thing called expectation versus reality. The expectation that she had maybe was this guy is a super cool guy, you know, civilized, gone to 70 countries plus. Now we're going to live together nicely and have time. But now her finding is different, only to find out this guy is a villager. I'm even attempted to call him Bushman dude. And it's even crazier that Bushman sorry, it's even crazier that the so-called Bushman dude, who we can think he's a Bushman, he's the one to give accommodation to the civilized guy who has gone to 70 countries plus. It's crazy. So since it's the Bushman here, you can go to the whole world, you can fly and go wherever. But if you're still, I say that's they say like you can take someone out of the village, but it's really hard to take the village out of them. So this is sense. A man who has gone to Miami, gone to, you know, he has gone to New York, he has gone to Mexico, he's gone to a lot of places, talk about countries, talk about places. This guy is saying he has gone to 100 countries plus. What about civilization? What about, is that how people act? Me, if that is the case, then I don't want to travel. Just let me just sit on my corner here every day and just be a village boy, because at least I really think that my lack of exposure is helping me, because if that is exposure that Maro is selling to us, then I don't want it. You interact with a lot of people, different cultures, different places of the world. You still come back home and act like a real illiterate boy. As Kohera was saying, that Maro has been reduced to an illiterate boy who is now fighting with villagers like he's smoking some wild things. So, Rosio, I know it's not the perfect moment to really point fingers on you and say, oh, maybe you're paying prices for your choices, but at least you still have room. You know, you still have room. If this is how you guys are operating right now, that this marriage is still unofficial, okay? And Maro still need 9 more babies. Yeah. Then I guess you have a lot to, you really do have a lot to do. For me, I really never support violence of any manner. And now, especially domestic, no. And from the video that I've been playing here every day, I have no doubt that this guy can do a crazy thing. I have no doubt he can do. And now, Rosio doesn't have to sit down and wait for Maro to come and do stuff to her. She doesn't sit down. She doesn't have to sit down and wait for that to happen to her personally. She has seen it all. She has seen how this guy does. And even this video, whatever he was uttering from his mouth, that can tell you that this guy is capable of doing any stupid thing that he can do. He's capable. He can do anything.
I'm just tired of him. I told him I don't want a deal. No cash should come here. Look, scratch.
Wow. Let me highlight this comment. JT believe that Hosea believes he needs Mura to build his channel. Hosea is like any other person in the village who will give all of themselves to Mura to subs. I hope Hosea gets some. Yeah, seriously, Hosea is there. I guess it's all about subscribers and maybe views, because of course, on this video that he did here, he got views. His channel has no history of getting this kind of views. 10,000 views in the last 20 hours, that is wild for him. Maybe he may want to do stuff like this, you know, offer free labor in this compound, do all that, because he needs to have this audience, he needs to have these views. And now for him, he doesn't see any problem with Marwa chasing a guy who had been taking care of this car for that time, for one-time problem, one-time mistake. So he thinks that he can offer best services. No. He thinks that he can offer best services that what Gitiriba offered. You can imagine that Gitiriba, even actually, it's bad to even talk. Marwa has watched Gitiriba shatter his family, break his family down. Wife ran, left Gitiriba with their own son, but Maro doesn't see a problem with that. Do you remember what Maro told Gitiriba about the family? Maro told Gitiriba, don't worry, you will marry a beautiful wife. So yeah, you think that? If Rosio now listen to these kind of things, that Gitiriba initially had a wife, and they have children or maybe a child together, but Maro doesn't consider that as a wife to Gitiriba. Someone you've lived with, someone you've had children together, but Maro telling him, hey, you'll marry another beautiful wife. What about the other mother to your children? So I guess that is exactly how Maro views Rosio. Just a baby mama. If she goes, I'll marry another beautiful wife. Yeah, that's how she did. Because if Maro had respect to people's marriages, people's families, or maybe women of that in that manner, maybe I guess he could have told Gitiriba, go get your wife back. Go get your wife back. She needs to come here and take care of your children or maybe your child. But because that is not something that really matters to Maro, no, you'll marry another beautiful wife. So yes, Rosio, you want to go? Maro will marry another beautiful wife. Don't forget that. So this guy, while he was making these wild accusations, I'm sure that really signaled Rosio that, hey, you can sit down. Please, you can sit down and wait. So what you do, just get out. So since morning, or since that night that Rosio ran, there've been a lot of, according to what I'm hearing, there've been a lot of debates. Like they've gone to the neighbors, going to negotiate with their neighbors. Please, let's go home, Roro. Romama, let's go home. Everything is okay. She's like, hell no. I've seen smoke. Am I gonna sit down and wait for fire? I mean, really. Even if it was you, you've seen that how this guy acted on camera. What type of things that he said, accusations that she said there on camera. So will she sit down and wait for him to react or to act? She was like, no, today or tonight, I'm not going to be here. So they are there negotiating, telling Rosio, let's go back home. She's saying, no. She's still holding to that. No, I'm not going back. So I don't know what's the next move. But now, Rosio has to think, because I'm sure she's not that dumb. She have to think, is she ready to lose the audience? Is she ready to lose Maro's subscribers and donatus? Is she ready to start over on her own? And if she decides to leave, is she gonna have the custody of the baby? Or maybe she's gonna need to live by herself? Maybe those are the kind of calculations that she needs to do before deciding to take the next step. If she decided to leave, now from the villagers, from the neighbors who are hosting her, she decided to step out, catch the next flight and go back to Argentina. The question is she going to start over on her own? I will really advise her to do, not actually advise. According to me, according to my own opinion, I'll say it will be better. Just go start over. That's what I told Robbie girl when I heard her saying that she really feel like she can even she can unleave herself. She really feel like it's not worth it being there. So I can say, just get out of there, go start over, go be at peace. There's nothing as important or maybe as valuable as your own peace. If you're not at peace, no matter how you fake it on camera, show the world, you guys, you'll be, I don't know what I'll tell people if they forget what the brother tomorrow said, David Jr. He said that, I may need to tell you, I may need to play that, because sometimes people say, hey, Mark's a good man. He a good man. I know he is. I know he is, but let's start. What is that? I'm trying to get that clip. Yeah, I've got it. Let me put the. Unless you guys forgot about what this guy said, this brother of Maro, unless you forgot what he said, and maybe I don't know what to help you, because this is the Maro's biological brother. Can I say biological? Oh, brother. Let me say brother is okay. That's what he had to say about Maro. So unless you guys forget, okay, we've seen how Maro did, or what Maro did to Mogesi. You've seen what Maro have done to other people. And now David Jr. himself, unless you guys forget, it was not a long time ago. This thing was posted 2 years ago, just 2 years ago. Just 2 years ago. So unless you guys forget, I have no doubt that this guy can do anything. Listen to David Jr. Let me just remind you about these things.
He doesn't show you the true pictures, what he always shows, So I'm so offended. And
He doesn't show you the true pictures of him. At least right now, you guys can see the true pictures, can't you? It was just 2 years ago, and now, David Jr., thank you, that now we can see the true pictures. It just 2 years ago. But right now, David Jr., we can tell you we have seen, we have really seen.
one day I'll just speak my mind, Yeah, for me, I'll never have love for him. I'm sorry, guys, to speak this, but I'm very offended, very offended, He once brought police officers at my home.
All right, now you heard that. I wish I could play the whole of it.
To somebody who lied and somebody who even loved, But for me, I'll never have love somebody who even lied. Guys, I was once, I will never have love to somebody who lied and brought police officers to me and I got arrested simply because he said I've cracked my sister's laptop,
That is David Jr. That's the brother, okay? That's brother to Senso. And if you guys thought that this boy is ungrateful, because that is how people have been saying, they've been calling David Jr. ungrateful since he decided to come and say all this. You remember when David Jr. decided to open up and speak the reality, people went really hard on him. They went mad on him. They said, yo, boy, you're so ungrateful. This man called Maro has helped you. Without him, you couldn't even know YouTube, just like they tell everyone else. Just like they tell Rosio right now. You think that we could have known you if it wasn't for Maro. So if you think that you can leave Maro, then just know that immediately you leave, we will be done with you. Okay? We will be done with you. So yeah, when someone decided to come and speak, and I'm hoping for that day that someone like Itiriba will have courage to come and speak. Someone like Rokabera. If one day you decide to come and speak, Anyway, let me just play this video because I wanted you to hear from Maro's own brother, leave alone Mogesi, because you say Mogesi is a reactor or the other guys are reactors. What about this guy just 2 years ago? So yeah, if you don't want to believe, you won't.
Yeah, he once lied to police officers here and I got arrested. He knows that my sister's laptop, which is D. Mwango's laptop, it cracked a long time ago. He bought from South Africa, but because we differ in opinions, he brought...
That is it. After this, I started doubting Maro's fact. Now, unless someone doesn't want to believe that that guy can do a lot of things, then now it is. Let me see this comment. Jerry, I'm still thinking she will come with Kenge tomorrow and yell at all reactors. No be comment. I won't be surprised. I will really won't be surprised to see now after Rosio have seen all this thing coming out, and actually this whole thing has leaked, because this is a leakage. It has leaked that she ran from the villa to go and hide for her safety and stuff like that. I know she may want to prove reactors wrong, and they may want to come and do damage control and say, hey, those people who are saying I ran or whatever, they are lying. But we know. People from the village have seen that these people are negotiating. Conmam has been there in the morning crying and begging her to come back. She said, no, I still need to sit down and think. So I know she's making calculation right now. Maybe she's thinking, should I really go back or should I go back home? If I go back home, will I retain the same audience? Will I have donatus? Will I still maintain my expensive lifestyle that I've established? Will I still be this expensive? Or maybe if I decided to go, should I go with the baby M? Should I leave him? If I decided to go with him, how is it going to be? Is Maro going to come through? Is he going to take care of us or not? Yeah. JT, they are already negotiating as we speak now. Yeah, Auntie, and by the way, someone who gave me the sources told me that it has been now a crazy negotiation since morning, or since the other time that she left. Senso spent the whole night there begging her, let's go back home, and she said no. For tonight, I'm not going back there. I will sleep here. And she was there. Now from the morning, Conmam is there crying, telling her, let's go back home. So they are negotiating. And maybe to just prove reactors wrong, or maybe try to do a damage control, they may come here, make a video. After all that nonsense is gone, they have negotiated. They will make a video, in the villa, and now she will be forced to do that. If she will be, she has arrived to a conclusion, or maybe a decision that I don't want to go. I don't want to lose this vibe. I don't want to lose these donatos. You remember she had already started bagging some money in the name of constructing a road. So those are the kinds of things that she now want to calculate and see. I had already started going to donatos. I had already started doing this and that. If I leave, am I going to lose everything, or am I going to have something for my, So maybe those are the things that she may sit down and try to think about, But now, for how long? For how long are you going to, fake it to prove reactors wrong, to come and prove reactors wrong? For how long? Because it's evident that you guys are not cool. It's evident that this guy said a lot of crazy things about you, and a lot of accusation of there. Franklin say Rosio should go back home. Yeah, she can do that. But now, the question is, if she decided to go, is she going to go back and start living like the sisters that she was calling them lazy? They don't want to dedicate themselves creating content. Majority of those villagers men are bigger than Mar. Why they're afraid of him. Yeah. Elvis is saying no video with black eye. Let me just hope that Maro did not reach that point of attacking Rosio like physically. Let me just hope he didn't do that. Okay. Let me just hope she saw that things are not working and she ran. She went hiding. Let me just hope so. Hamisi, you'll never cease to amaze me. That now you're saying that what they are experiencing is normal in marriage. The only difference is when violence is involved. I'm not really saying that marriages should be smooth and people can live January to December with no disagreements and fighting. No, they can do that. They can't. There's no way. There's no perfect marriage. But now, there's no point of justifying what Senso is saying or doing publicly like that. There's no point. That guy is wild. That guy is really bad. Even David Jr. is telling you, Hamis, unless you don't want to believe, David Jr.?
Police officers. If I'm not lying, go on his comment section on videos. Go ask him. Even one day, I'll just do a video with my parents and my mom and my dad so that they can react. That's a crazy guy in which I'll never have love for him, you know.
You hear that? David Jr., I'm still waiting for that time that you'll now sit down with your papa and moms. You make that video and they tell the world that indeed this guy is crazy. I don't really want to say what I heard Conrad said to Maro, that when Maro went home after losing an eye, he went home crying. And Conrad looked at him and told him, you deserve that. You're the bad guy here. Honestly, with empathy, I couldn't say that. But now, to some point, you now ask yourself, could it be possible that Kenge was the crazy guy, was the guy who was trying to oppress the other boy, and he decided to react? Because who can do that? Who can say that? A parent. Which parent can say that? Someone comes home, lost an eye, and all you can tell them is, you are the bad guy. Maybe Conrad knew. Maybe Conrad knew that this guy had been violent since childhood. I have nothing to justify that indeed he was. But now, according to what Maro told us, that he went home crying after losing an eye, and Conrad didn't even feel nothing. He looked at him. He didn't feel shit. He told him, bro, it's like you deserved it. We know you're the bad guy here. So I don't know. Anyway, David Jr. tells you, this guy is not who you think. He be busy saying, I miss Gintu. But one thing is, I'm happy about how Gintu is now trying to get out of this mess, because I'm sure if he was in the village, and maybe if they were with Giti or with Mogesi that day, just try to imagine that Gintu and Mogesi were together, and now Maro and his goons decided to attack them. Do you think that it will be that smooth? Or maybe now they're trying to attack Gintu, take his camera, and now Gintu decided to react. Do you think it will be that easy, or maybe that smooth? No, trust you me, it will be that horrible, it will be bad. And I'm so happy that Gintu has managed to escape all this nonsense. Seriously. Hey, Juni. Juni, I'm so grateful, Juni, thank you so much for that super sub. Thank you so much, Juni. God bless you, eh? Let me finish with David Jr.
No? Yeah. I'm so emotional, guys, at times. You don't know what's happening off camera, but only God knows. Only God knows. I've been going through a lot, especially even constructing my uncle's.
So, just like David Jr. is telling you that whatever this guy does when cameras are off are even crazier than what you see him doing on camera. And I really want to believe, because I've seen that not even once. I've seen that on Rosio, I've seen that on Gitiriba, I've seen that on Mogesi, I've seen that on other people. So when he was recklessly firing people in the compound without paying them, people are like, no, bad mind people, they're just making stories. At least David Jr., you told us these things will live here forever. It will be here on this internet to remind you guys that in case you don't believe that this guy can be bad, then hey. So Rosio, you thought that David Jr. was drunk, eh? When David Jr. was telling you that this guy is not who you think he is, you thought he was drunk. Oh, your sibling can have problems. No, sibling can have problems, but blood is thicker than water. But when blood now reaches a point where he can't take that, and he's telling you, you guys, don't believe this guy is a bad guy. Rosio, now you're seeing it, right? You're seeing it now, at least.
House, at times it's very difficult. Like for me being a university, yeah. For me, that's a fake guy, He doesn't tell you the reality.
Say it, David Jr. Please tell people, because some people are really, I don't know what to tell. See, I know you understand this. Sometimes it's hard to defend this guy, and you know it. David Jr., please go on for a second.
He doesn't tell you the reality. He always calls other people fake, but That's the reality. That's real. And I'm on camera, and I'm just saying this. I'm just saying this.
Say it, David Jr. Just say it. 2 years earlier, this was happening. And now 2 years later, we can see everything that David Jr. was trying to tell us. Just 2 years ago. 2 years ago, this is something that David Jr. told the world about who? About Senso. And now we can see it. Can't you guys see it? Go on, David Jr.
That guy once brought police officers on because I differed with him some opinions. He said I cracked my sister's laptop. Even I have the receipts.
Because you differed with him on some opinions, and because he doesn't want to take that, he only wants to take praises. Exactly, David Jr. We can now see it, my guy. Initially I didn't really think so. When I listened to David Jr. initially, like 2 years ago, I thought now, some boys, some small brothers can be tough-headed, and this boy, Maro, maybe have helped him. Now his head is swelling. I really thought that I could, condemn him and say he's swelling his head because now he thinks that he has got everything. But now, 2 years later, I can see everything that David Jr. was trying to tell us. And Rosio, I hope you can see that too.
So he doesn't show you the true pictures, what he always shows,
Yeah.
So I'm so offended. And one day I'll just speak my mind, Yeah, for me, I'll never have love for him. I'm so.
Thank you. Thank you, David Jr. You will never have what? And that's why Maro, when he was commanding people on the road, say here, come here, work on the road. The fake people like Mayuguno and Gitiriba and NASTO, the fake friends who are sleeping and watching me do the road, he forgot. He could not mention David Jr. Because David Jr. is a YouTuber too. He's around. He's a young man, energetic. He will come and work on it. The question is, why didn't Maro go hard on David Jr.? Why didn't he say, David Jr. is here and we are working on it, and not here? David Jr. just shot there with a camera and some money and told Maro, hey, there's some money. You can give it to your son. And Maro took the money for the construction. Hey, Madam Parasite, are you still going to come here and call us fake? Haven't you seen the fakest person? I hope now you've seen. Anyway, let me play this because you need to hear it before I finish.
Scratches everywhere. Look, these are scratches. Those are all scratches. So,
It's not about the anger. It's not about anything. But now some accusations that Maro said and now put on camera, and what he was projecting. You see, the message is what he was projecting about Gitiriba and his wife. It was it.
when you see me with no Gitiriba, don't ask me what happened.
At the same time, let me ask you, if we don't see you with Rosio, should we not ask you what happened? When you don't see me with the Rosio, don't ask me what happened. Mari should have said that, not to Gitiriba. You should have said, when you don't see me with the Rosio, don't ask me what happened.
So, when you see me with no Gitiriba, don't ask me what happened.
Now we don't see you with the Rosio. What happened? What happened? So now, Marwa, because I have made this reaction, because Nairobi Teacher has made this reaction, because On Trending has made this reaction, because any other person like Neo Trend, like any other person, all the reactors have talked about this. Because everyone have talked about this. So Marwa, go ahead, stage another thing, come here, make a video with Rosio, make it look like we were lying. Okay, just make it look like we were lying, because I know that is what you're gonna do. because you've watched this, you've watched our reactors, you've seen that we have exposed. Now, what you do, go ahead, make a video, say that we were lying. But we can see, even if now Rosio decided to come and fake it on camera, I can look at her and tell you she's lying. She's lying. I know when Rosio is happy, just like I was seeing her in London, she was extremely happy. She was on top of her own world. But now when she comes to the village, this is the mood. I hope Rosio didn't come to serve visitors, international visitors today too. I really hope Rosio didn't come to serve international visitors today. Let me just hope so. But if they did, whatever. Let me see what Cavani is saying. JT, go to watch Rosio's Wednesday video at Mark 4130. Interaction between Marwa, Jamaican Nanko, and Rosio, and you will see that they discuss Giti River driving the vehicle the next day. The day Maro said. Oh. So could it be like a stage, like a fake thing? Maybe, man. But for me, I'm just gonna say it is what it is. So Rosio, I'm really hoping that you're safe. That is my prayer, that be safe. Above all, okay? Above all, just be safe. If you ain't safe, then there's nothing makes sense. Nothing really makes sense. So just be safe. If you feel like it's not a place, just get on the flight, girl. Go back home. Your mama needs you. Mr. Lewis is old, he needs you. You need to go back home. If at all, that guy is violent. If at all, you're not at peace. How long are you going to run? It's just a year. You're not even a year. Like barely a month you're here. And now you're running to village to go and seek refuge or seek whatever. Safety at neighbors. So anyway, because you need that fame, because you need that subscribers and donatos, I won't be surprised to see you still there. How many times have I seen Rosio crying that she's depressed? Multiple times. You know, how many times? Countless times. I'm depressed, oh my God, I'm depressed. And she's still there. So if you go through this and you still come back here and, make a video and say, oh, I'm okay, you guys stop lying, I won't be surprised. So yeah, go ahead. Do it. But truth will always be there. So guys, for me, I don't know what else to tell people. I'm just gonna say, let whoever do whatever, as long as they're cool with it, it's their own thing. Someone is saying, let me read this comment. They say, I believe she will try to run, but Maro will not allow baby to fly out. Why? Do you know if she decides to contact the embassy, it can get that worse. I'm saying that if it's that much bad, and she decides to contact or maybe seek assistance, international assistance, she can, bro. Let me not even go there. Right. Why did she run to Gabi rather than Gitirib? Junior, really a bad person. Hey, I don't answer your question. Wagwan Breman, thank you for joining, for being here. You guys, I think it's my time to bounce. So I will want to appreciate you for taking the time to watch my channel, watch this reaction. Bushman is beginning to resemble Gabi. Wow, yeah, two people being together, So yeah, I think it's my time to bounce. Thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. And before you go, please leave a like, okay? Give this video a like. And if you haven't subscribed, it's your time. Take a moment, subscribe, okay? Subscribe. We're moving on well. Can't complain. So far, so good. Everything nice. Big up. Your nice clean safe. Everyone who was in the house, who was watching, thank you. Juni, appreciate for that super slap. It was big. I appreciate that. Yeah, and everyone, and those of you who come through, you know what I mean, your support on the chats and off cameras, privately. God bless you so much. And I'll be seeing you tomorrow, possibly. Yeah. But anyway, above all, I love you all so much and kiss the video. So have a great night, great day, great evening, whatever it is. Bye-bye for now. As always, some things never change, do they? They don't.
It's a tragedy, I'm a beautiful disaster. A reckoning, you wonder how I got this way. You think I'm someone to be saved, someone to clean up and tame. Oh, some things never change, never change. You think I would look pretty on your arm once you cover up my bruises and battle scars, but it always ends the same. Can't bear the things I've had to face, got you crying on your knees in pain. Oh, some things never change, never change. You'll break your back to make me feel again. I stopped asking for forgiveness, cause you should know only fools tread where the angels fear to go, but you keep trying to get too close. Save myself by turning into stone, so save your judgment cause you just don't know. But some things never change, never change. They say I should feel guilty and change my ways, leaving crumpled bodies in my wake. Swear I didn't mean to make them break, swear I didn't mean to make them break. But they're so delicate and so mundane, and they keep coming like a moth to a flame. Oh, some things never change, never change.